Now I would like to invite Arad Azin to the stage, who's in grade 8 from HaKim International School, and he'll be talking about the brain. Please give him a round of applause.
Hello, I'm Arad Azin from HaKim International School, and before I start, I have to thank some people, my parents, my little brother, and my teachers. Okay, so my project is about the brain and every single part of it. So generally, the brain is the most complex part of the body, which controls your whole body and your consciousness, your feelings, what you want to do and what not you want to do. Okay, so in this presentation, I'm going to explain two parts of the brain out of the three main parts, the cerebellum and the cerebrum. Okay. The cerebrum, so this part of the body is divided into four main parts, which it's mostly for your consciousness, your sensations, your movement, and your vision. The frontal lobe is the first lobe of the four lobes of the frontal of the cerebellum. We have the Broca's area, which is for speech and this stuff. And we have the frontal eye fields, which is for movements of the eyes. For example, I want to look at there, I should move my eyes so I can see there. And then we have the precentral gyrus, which it's basically, it sends the data and receives the data. It's a communication of the frontal lobe and the other lobes. Another lobe is the parietal lobe, which it's for sensations. For example, like sense of touch or any other senses. We have there's four main parts in this lobe. We have the postcentral gyrus, which acts just like the precentral gyrus, which sends the data and receives the data through the brain. And then we have the superior parietal lobe, which is the upper part of the brain, the upper part of the parietal lobe, which it's for like other sensations, such as feeling and this stuff. And we have the inferior parietal lobe, which, for example, when you touch your hand or anything else, that's with that part. And we have the Rinke's area over here, and this part is also for speech. And it's named after Carl Rinke, which like it's for movements of the mouth and this stuff, which helps you in speech. And then we have the occipital lobe. This lobe is for vision. Like I'm seeing over here, like whatever I see is processed in my occipital lobe. At last, we have the temporal lobe, which its functions are, like for example, speech, memorizing, remembering, visual recognition, and so on. It has three main parts. The amygdala. This part of the temporal lobe basically has the functions of fear and this stuff. For example, I'm talking right over here, and then someone comes at the back of me and wants to scare me. All that data is processed in the amygdala. And then we have the hippocampus, which is for memory. Like, for example, I'm talking right now, and I would remember this situation like 3 years later, because it's saved in the hippocampus. And at last, we have the fusiform gyrus, which basically processes, for example, like it's like a cord between the occipital lobe, the occipital lobe and the temporal lobe, which is for like face recognition and object recognition. Like I know that this is a speaker, because like my temporal lobe, the fusiform gyrus tells me that this is a speaker, and that is a face. And then we have the cerebrum, okay? For centuries, like, this is a really complicated part of the body. Like, it's still unknown. Like, for centuries, people, scientists just thought that it's for only movement, But it's not like that. There's more things in it that we still don't know. The end. Thank you for listening.